This channel is supported by TrueFire. TrueFire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses. As I hook up my FM9, these videos are brought to you by G66 UK, which is the place to grab your Axe 3, your FM9s and your FM3s within the UK without any import charges and with a UK service centre. At the moment there is a short waitlist on the FM9 because of the FM9 Mark II with the larger scribble strips. That shipment, they're expecting another large one soon, so the waitlist is going to be short if you're thinking about jumping on that waitlist. Okay, right. So, I did a video last week about what I thought were some of my favourite drive pedals within the Fractal universe. And I got a message on Patreon, and Kai just suggested, actually, here's a really good idea, and this is what he thinks is actually some of the best drives within the Fractal world, and I thought, let's give this a try. So what we're going to do, we're going to add in our normal stuff. So let's just start off with a Dumble kind of clean. So we'll go ODS 100 clean, and our cab, let's but a different, go with the 57. Okay, so let's unmute that. We got our clean tone. Okay, so a very basic kind of vibe going on here. Let's just add in a bit of reverb just for some spice, and we'll go with Studio, ultra high quality. Okay, and what his suggestion was actually, why don't we use the amp too? So this is something we could do with either the Axe effects or the FM9, and you can just essentially do this kind of thing where we turn off the power amp modeling on this amp that we've got ahead here. So instead of using like a traditional drive pedal, why don't we use the preamp section of another amplifier? A bit more control over some of these aspects than we would get with a pedal. Something I've never tried before, but that is really doing something a bit different. Let's add some delay as well. So let's go for dual head tape. We'll increase the feedback a little bit. So what are we calling this? Calling this like amps as drive pedals. So scene 1 here, what we're doing, we're using our Carolan Tucana as a drive, or just a preamp. Pass that for our clean. And what we could do is, with different scenes, we could change channels here. So we could have something, I don't know, let's try something completely different. Let's find 5FA8 Tweed. What might this sound like? I don't know. I've got no idea. Let's go with the jumped. And we're going to go into the power amp again, turn that off. So, like, yeah, Tweed drive. What's interesting is that we got kind of way more tweakability in some ways with a preamp type model than we do with our other stuff. So let's just go for something really out there. Let's try like a cranked Marshall type vibe. We'll go with 2203 high. Again, try this first. I mean, that's just lovely. So I think this is absolutely something that I'm going to be experimenting more with this, because it's kind of just quite cool. And maybe it's a little bit more different and a bit more tweakable. And it's giving me more distinct tones, but still with something still kind of obviously changing at the same time. So it still sounds kind of together, but it's very much like a different option, kind of like using a pedal, obviously. Right, let's try a matchless DC30 power amp off. I guess that's important to turn off the power amp stuff if you want it to not kind of totally... And use this level balance here. I don't know, I think this is a really pretty cool idea. You could even get in there and increase things like saturation. What I was also thinking is what happens if we put a Dumble drive into a Dumble. So that'd be like my last little experiment here. So we're going to remember to turn off power amp modeling. There's proof that it doesn't always work, right? There we go. Right, finally got somewhere with that one. What about a Dumble preamp? So I think that's definitely, Kai, thanks for that as advice, because another thing that we could do. So I've got my kind of cranked plexi. If I use my preamp in front as well. Like, it's definitely giving, I think, more distinct flavours than you get with a drive pedal. It's kind of like, alright, if I wanted a bit more martially bite to it, which drive pedal would I use? Well, I can just use the actual amps that I'm thinking of, instead of like trying to second guess which drive pedals might get you in that territory. If I'm thinking I want something a bit more tweedy, a bit more saggy, that I wouldn't have thought about this without Kai. That is definitely 100% something really worth checking out, I think. So thanks to Kai for shouting that out as an idea, and give that a try. I'll drop this preset up into the Gumroad folder if you want to check it out. I'm going to do a little bit more tweaking, but that is what you were hearing me use in the introduction there. I think that's a really interesting way to use our dual amp blocks within the Fractalverse. So thanks to G66, and I'll catch you in another video soon. Cheers.